What's up, everybody? It is the Eye of Ra. It is October 14th, 2025. I hope everyone is having a very lovely, lovely Tuesday. I hope you had a lovely Tuesday because it is approaching night where I am. It's almost 8 p.m. So, yeah. Anyway, I was just sitting here thinking to self. Because, if you have visited my other channel, Identify Different, hashtag 1850, or my other channels that someone has stolen. But anyway, I've been through some things with some people that you would never have thought that would do that, right? So, like I said, I'm sitting here thinking to myself, and I was watching a movie too, and then I revisited the movie Kingdom Come with Jada Pickett in them, Loretta Devine. Pretty comical movie. And Whoopi, of course, when her mean and surly husband passed away. Oh, and she put the ballerina shoes on him, and she put on she wanted on his tombstone those words, mean and surly. Now I was just thinking. Now my experience, right, and reading the Bible, right. The Bible says we ought not take vengeance into our hands. Now, if a person is deceased, they're no longer here. Now, my motto with this, or my belief, after experiencing this egregious, methodical plot to try to destroy me by people that I knew, loved, people that even came from my womb. I said to myself, I laughed at the movie Kingdom Come, but I thought about it. I say, well, the Bible say they will be turned around in disgrace and shame on their face. So if I had someone that I was with, or if a family member that I knew, was just a terrible person like these people, and I had to pay for your burial or plot, some of you are going to hell anyway, Shaul. So I probably would go ahead and just put you in the infirmary, and let you go ahead and burn and put your ashes in an urn, some type of urn, and bury you in a cemetery. We'll pay for a little spot for your urn to go into the ground, right? Because I want you close to hell, especially if you did something hellish, like if you're a pedophile, if you're a thief, if you're someone who exploited me without my consent, if you are someone that tried to harm me physically with an STD or unalive me, yeah, I would put on your tombstone some of the things that you did, so there will be a history behind your name, that when people come to the cemetery and they just walking around saying, oh, la da 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 da, oh, what does that say? Wow, they did that. That's something people could think about, why lie when somebody is dead and gone? To like, oh, they was a good person, they was this and that, when we know they were hell on wheels when they were on the earth. And some of you women involved with some of my exes, that's what y'all need to do, because they done infected y'all with the STD that don't go away. I If y'all with them and y'all stayed with them, I would, not be trying to put them away in no decent kind of way. Why should you spend money when you still living? And especially if you got some children and you got to take care of them children, and you got a low life DUNG. Yeah, I don't think so. And that's just how I feel about it. If say, like, if I had a husband and he got caught in the room with somebody else or in a compromised position and it was something disgraceful, I in my heart, I believe he should go out disgraceful. I mean, that's just my opinion. Y'all can have your way. I mean, it don't make no sense for us to lie when they dead and gone who they were. I mean, because history need to know. Well, if your grandfather wasn't shite, the grandmother wasn't shite, like, the mother figure, she ain't shite, right? And why waste your money on something for these fools? A lot of money. Like I said, it needs to be some type of marker. Because, see, these people don't want to go to prison for the things that they done. They want to keep badgering me, right? But I promise you, your marker from me, if I had anything to do with your funeral or your going to hell, I promise you, you will have a marker that says what I wanted to say about you. It will be the truth. But it wouldn't be nothing nice. It's just the only thing nice on there would be your name and your date of birth and the date you died. That's it. I mean, that's something people could think about. That's how I feel about it. I mean, if you were a dirty scum bum, then why should I treat you like you was something nice going to hell? I'm not. Okay? Period. And, that was just something on my mind, because it's a lot of dirty people that did me very dirty. And I had no idea until about 3.5 years ago, right? And so if they were doing it a good portion of my life, if not all my life, again, why would I as a matter of fact, these people have done so much, and don't think it's revenge or I haven't forgiven them. I'm just not gonna put no effort into someone who has tried to ruin me and try to red run me. Why should I put effort in trying to make them look like something that they are not? That don't make no sense to me. You are, or you were, who I said, and what you did to me. You are that person. So why should I try to fabricate or make it look like you was something good? I wouldn't. Please. And then some people, I don't know. I had some thoughts about. I'm looking at some of these people in the spiritual world on these social media platforms, and your face is starting to look so familiar. And my family, or the family that I grew up in, they are into life insurance fraud, and some of these people on here look familiar to me. Did y'all commit life insurance fraud? Y'all know who you are. I just won't say your name, but I'm just saying. You look very familiar. Some of you have lost weight, but some things you just can't change. Some things are quite noticeable, like, certain lips structure and eye structure. Some things are just very noticeable, and if you keep looking at a person, you could say, well, dang, because some of y'all wanted to come up by committing life insurance fraud, and that's not cool. Now, I seen something with, the government saying deductibles are going to be out the roof. Now, what was they talking about? Were they talking about home insurance, life insurance, car insurance? Probably all three. Who knows? Because of this pyramid scheme that you have created, costing everybody money, right? That's why I say, let's not sugarcoat anything, because there's no need to do that. Just like a sex offender has to register, why would I just put on your tombstone, in loving memory of when you raise hell on earth? I don't think so. So now, cemeteries can become a museum, perhaps, because if if some other people think like me, and there's nothing wrong with it, people. If somebody is a hellion, and you know that they were, just like, Charlie Manson is dead. Was he a good person? I mean, why won't we put Charlie Manson was a murderer? He did some diabolical stuff. Jeffrey Dahmer was a murderer. Just like you have a museum for vets, slavery, we should have a museum for people who have done some egregious things in our community. When they pass away, we're not celebrating you. We just gonna, some people, I just, like I say, go after the coroner does his investigation, just put the a-hole in the infirmary and bring the family their ashes. Because, see, the Bible say, let the Most High avenge them while they're living, right? So they're dead now. After they done gave you hell, why are we putting them away decently? I don't think so. I don't think so. Would not be wasting a whole bunch of money on somebody that was a scum bummy. Okay? That's just my thoughts. You can do what you want to do, because it is your life. Just like I'm trying to get my life back. These dummies want to keep following me like they own me. Nigga, you own your drawers or your shoes or your clothes. Some of you don't even own your house yet. You're still making payments, and also your car. So don't try to own another human being when I am capable of making decisions myself. I need for you to go away. However that is. Okay? See, that kind of stupid stuff, that's what my family is doing to me. Trying to own me because they're trying to steal something from me. You cannot have it. What is wrong with you? Grow up. Old people, middle-aged people, young people. And then you're teaching your teenagers how to be scammers like you. That's why I say no. Putting somebody in a glorious going out service when you know they are what? Just like, I'm not too fond of street pharmaceuticals because that messes up a community. When crack was brought into the community, it messed up whole families, didn't it? So why would we make that a career? Messing up somebody's life. See, no. Putting somebody, oh, let's have a nice going away service for them. What? Excuse, please? Anyway, that's just something I think about now. You know, if a person is dead and gone, that's not taking revenge. That's just making sure you go out in disgrace. And shame gonna be on your name and possibly your face. Because I thought of some things. I say, you know, if I did bury them in a casket, oh well, maybe they'll have an open casket and I'll dress them in the way that I want them to be dressed. Something from Salvation Army, a whole bunch of stains, and probably some boots, the men being some steel-toed boots, because you should have worked for what you want, not try to steal, sit down, looking at people's lives, trying to see how you can railroad them and take what's theirs. You lazy piece of dung, right? So that's why I say no. You think I will be wasting money? No, I will not. Not at all. So people can feel how they want to feel, but if you lived a raggedy life and you messed up people in the community, why are we celebrating your going home? I will not be celebrating your going home. As a matter of fact, I don't even like funerals. And I said I would probably go to my own children, or a husband, but I really don't like funerals. Okay, so anyway, if I had to go to one, or if I had to pay for one, you'll be looking like you acted. I will buy your clothes from the Salvation Army. I'll find the worst outfit with stains and all. And whatever makeup they have in that store, the Salvation Army, if somebody gave them some makeup, I don't care if it's for a Caucasian person, that's the one that's going to go on your face, because you was a clown living and you a clown going into Shaul. Okay? That's how I feel about it. If you're a dirtbag, you're just a dirtbag, right? I'm not going to try to sugarcoat who you are. Period. Now, and if you don't like it, I do not care. That's my opinion with my family. If somebody say they want me, or I have to deal with something, and I know you did something, no. You don't get the best of the best after you done raise hell in communities, in the family, in the household. Try to red rum somebody. I don't think so. I don't think so. That's just my opinion. Y'all can think how you want, but that's how I would handle it. Okay? And y'all probably wouldn't want to come to the funeral, so that's good. Hey, that's fine too. Because I'm telling you, if the makeup is for a Caucasian person and they black, it's going on their face. They going to look like a whole clown with some stained up clothes. And I have a note on there of the things that you did to me in your casket, in your wood box. I'm going to see if people still make wood boxes, because I ain't paying a whole lot of money for your casket either. Okay? No, sure ain't. So, that was just something I wanted to throw out there. Because, I'm tired of these folks. I'm tired of these little covens thinking you can go around casting spells on people. Like you tried to run the world by doing sorcery. And then, I know y'all say, wait, whoa. But the ones who are in these secret societies are mostly government officials. How do you think things get done anyway? They work hand in hand. Sure, they are some of our retired community, our church community, yeah, but they mostly still those people who still at the workforce in the government. That's how my family pulled off doctoring up a fake birth certificate, the seals not matching the authentic original seal, government seal from an authentic document. They use others within the government to pull things off. So you would have to be in some type of secret society to be meeting up to even conversate about such diabolical things, right? So again, I say, and then we want to have this big going home service. I don't think so. Why? For what? Anyway. So, I'm still waiting on what's mine. Sandra. It's a shame for someone to keep trying to mess in somebody's energy. And the reason why I said that particular person's name is because she was the parental figure as I was a young child over me. If she's not the original parent, she was over me as a child. So she knows things, but by the grace and mercy of God, He's keeping your spell work at bay from me, which is good. I hope it's going back to you and you're getting closer to Shaul, to that going home service. Actually, I would like that for all of you, since you don't know how to act on earth like a human being. The Bible says, take dominion over the fowls, the animals. Take dominion over how you perform your job for your pay to go take care of your home or your family or your wife or yourself or your children, not to take dominion over people per se. Because you have when you're working on a job, you are under someone's rule. But I'm not working because you blocked that. I'm not signed up for the military. I may be too old for that, and I don't want to go into the military anyway. So, and I've never been arrested. So why, how, what made you think you can just say, oh, we're going to take control over this person. We're going to control her life. Someone's trying to be a conservator, and I don't even know half of you. The ones that I do know, they need to go into a mental institution because something is wrong with you when you thought you can go read Harry Potter books, look at his movies, look at other type of movies that have some spiritual witchcraft going on in it. And then you say, oh, we're going to do this on her and we're going to defunk the government and let them be in on it, the ones that's corrupt, that is. Because everybody, I do not believe, is corrupt. No, I don't believe everybody is corrupt. I'm only talking to the ones that's corrupt, that went along with this mess. And it's a shame in the county in which I came from, Brevard County, all of y'all, well, I ain't going to say all of y'all, but a good majority of y'all and the ones that matter in the government to get this to be pulled off knew something about me and I didn't. It's a shame to have a parental figure who would tell my teachers as a little child in kindergarten, 6th grade. Like I mentioned it before on one of my channels. I believe I was in the 4th or 5th grade because I was in elementary. It could have been 3rd grade, but I believe it was the 4th. I don't know why that particular teacher and our personalities did not match. Her name was Miss Palamaki. That woman chased after me in the classroom, and she ended up hurting her foot, actually having to go to the doctor because, she had on sandals and her toe got split or broke or something. She had to go get it fixed. And when I seen her do it, I laughed. Oh God, did I laugh. But then I had to go to the principal's office and I got a paddling, and then I got whipped by that parental figure who, after she hit me, it was almost like she was fighting me. And then she choked me and said, "Oh, I hate you." And then she walks out my room and closed my room door. The other siblings were at school still, right? So, this parental figure who all my friends or the ones that I knew as classmates, she was sending some type of spell work or something or another, or maybe even talking to them in person to be mean to me. So I'm assuming that's what happened with Miss Palamaki. There was a science teacher too that was kind of weird. Or was it the history teacher? I can't think of his name, but anyway. That's water over the bridge. All I'm saying is, if I had to bury you, Sandra, I'm telling you, that's how you would be buried. Okay, so you better get with your coven group so they can, so you can have the burial you want, because that's how I will bury you. The black mommy dearest, right? Anyway. And then after people come see your body looking like a clown, then we'll take you to the infirmary and put you in a urn, and then we'll put you in the ground somewhere in the wilderness because you're lost. I'll just go out to the woods some dang where and put you out there in the wilderness, since y'all like to go to cemeteries and howl at the moon on me. Yeah, that's what I would do for you. So don't think you would get a glorious funeral. As a matter of fact, I don't even think I will be at your going home service. I probably won't. So you better have that figured out. If not, hopefully somebody will see it and they'll just do that for you. Infirmary, in an urn, toss it out the window for all I care. That's how I feel about you, Sandra. And that's in forgiveness too. I don't want anything to do with you. You're a liar. You're a bigot. You're a horrible parent. At least you were horrible to me. You let people molest me and do different things to me. And you still trying to do it yet still today. And I'm in my 50s, I think, right? Because you doctored up my birth date. Could it be February 16th, 73? Me? I don't know. But anyway, all I know is you lied with my name and my birth date. And somebody within the clerk's office, when I went to get a birth certificate, when I estranged myself from y'all retards, and I went and got a birth certificate, and it wasn't a mother's name on it. It was just the father figure that I knew as a father that probably ain't my father. See, people, so when I tell you this is my truth. That's why I say no, I would not give a going home service for someone like this. No glorious going home service. Why? I'm actually elated that they are gone. And don't feel no type of way. The Bible says the righteous will rejoice when the wicked are no more. And that's how I feel. I don't care what you like. That's what is going on with me. You can live your life how you want to. But I'm telling you, that's what I feel when it comes to all of you. When you are no more in power or even walking this earth that is trying to keep me in bondage, unwarranted, without my consent, when you leave here or have no power, the righteous will rejoice, because I know I'm not the only one that you're doing it to. But my gosh, I hope I'm the last one that bring you down to your knees and make you think about what you did. That wasn't cool at all. So this is the Eye of Ra perspective on things. Period. It's been going on too long, people. I've been homeless since late 2022. These people tried to close all doors for me. When they couldn't successfully arrest me, they did an illegal eviction. So with an eviction, you gotta try to fight that off your record in order to even get housing. I was a person who paid my bills, paid it on time. But here they go, trying to destroy my life on every hand. I had 3 generations come from my womb, and they destroyed that. So don't feel no type of way when I say that's how I would bury someone like them. I mean what I say, and I'm saying what I mean. Period. Anyway, this is the Eye of Ra signing off. Y'all have a good night.